Alright, this is game 2 of the practice matches between RevDrk and RevSanToki, and spawning at the 9 o'clock position on Shatter Temple is RevSanToki as the orange Zerd, and we have RevDrk or Dirk. We haven't determined what his name actually is yet, but he's spawning on the 3 o'clock position as the blue Protoss. And he played pretty well last game. It was the first time I've seen him play, but it was pretty impressive, I'd say.
Yeah, it was definitely an interesting timing push with the two Immortals.
Yeah.
And not waiting for the Colossus. I definitely think that caught SanToki off guard, especially scouting the Robo Bay. I would imagine he would see it dropped. I think after you see Robo Bay dropped and you know it's not finished, I think as a Zerg player you have some time before that timing push is going to come. But
well, he did see that that third base and decided to push, as I was talking about, so that was interesting. And let's see, the probe does not see that it's cross position, so I'm talking about the Overlord.
Just missed it. Yeah, he just missed it.
Just missed it. Which is nice. I mean, close positions are obviously favored for the Zerd player, as we've seen in
obviously
matchups. So I'm sure that SanToki is going to be very depressed that it's not close positions.
Yep, and obviously Neens is crazy, so SanToki is quite happy. He's going to do pool. He's going to do gas pool, standard opening nowadays for Zerg against Protoss, I'd imagine.
Yeah, and actually my sound was kind of high last game. I'm going to turn this down a bit. Okay.
Yeah, I think we're going to see a 3-gate expand. Maybe even a 1-gate expand because of how tight that choke point is.
You think so? I haven't seen... I don't even believe I've seen a Forge first build on this map. I think the choke is kind of big.
I mean, it got bigger when they switched maps, but I have seen some 1-gate expand.
I actually think SanToki was the leading director of making the Lost Temple change. He actually had the most QQ to Blizzard.
Oh, I'd imagine. Look at all the Zerg changes. Big freaking... It's all open now. It's backed over, no island. You know, it's fantastic for Zerg players now. It's actually, I think,
I love beating Zerg on this map even without the cliffs. It makes me feel a little bit better about myself.
Oh, yeah, but you did abuse its cliffs, so...
No, I never used cliffs. They're for babies.
They're for noobs. They're for scrubs.
No, but I do like this map, though. I think the island change was kind of weird, but I understand it.
I think it levels the playing field for everyone because it was definitely Terran favored with the lifting of the command centers. So I wouldn't say Terran favored, I would just say more Terran used, I guess you could say, which really isn't the Terran player's fault, but
I suppose.
So he is getting his second gas. RevDrk's getting his second gas, which means I'm gonna have to guess he's going for a 3-gate expand. So
yeah, he hasn't really shooed this probe out because obviously the well, he's getting the stalker again. I mean,
I don't get that.
I don't know. More recently, we see the 6th century 2 Zealot expand and completely skipping the stalker altogether. But maybe that's just specifically to chase the probe out, or the drone out rather.
It could be, but then again, it seems like that's just a waste of a sentry when he could the sentry could be sitting there getting force fields. But
yeah, but SanToki is getting his expansion down after speed is started. I mean, this is, I don't know, it's kind of sad Zerg feels this needy of getting... I'd never see Zerg go hatch first anymore. Against Protoss, at least.
I think it's just too dangerous. Like the 3 warp gate pushes and the 4...
Is it the 3 warp gate pushes that they're concerned about?
Well, they're worried about the 3 warp gate pushes with the Robo. So 3-gate Robo, they're worried about, obviously, the 4 gate, because that's extremely dangerous. If you literally don't have 4 to 5 spine crawlers down at your expo, you're going to lose it, which is quite sad.
Yeah.
And it's just like, I don't know, they're just really scared, and it's, you know, and it tends to be blocked by the scouting probe, so they're just safer to just go ahead and get the pool or the gas pool first, just so they can just ignore the hassle, and it's not delayed too much if they do a 16 hatch as well. So
it does look like the expansion for RevDrk is going down. Yeah. Oh, maybe.
Yep,
yes, it does.
Low ground usually means
and
that.
SanToki actually just recently put his drones back on gas, which he took off when he got speed, so we'll probably see the roach opening, which is very standard.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure we've seen layered 100 gas, so it should be coming up here at any point in time. And then I wouldn't be surprised yet to see I'd like to see the earlier Hydroden. I think that would be nice.
Yeah, I was actually really interested by that when Revlore was doing it. I mean, I think it has a lot of potential for early game as the Colossus are getting out, or before, rather.
Yeah, I think
It seems like that mid game is so hard for Zerg because it's finding the balance of corruptors, hydras, and roaches, and it seems if you can get a strong push before the Colossus are even an issue, then Zerg is in a very good position. So
that is for sure. And it's all about the timing, so scouting definitely
yep.
plays a key role in that. So I don't know why he keeps putting his forge right there. Like most people put it really flush with that.
Well,
pile
I think it's there. Yeah, he did that on the Zelnaga game we just watched, and maybe it's to block off if he does need to. Well, he is rolling off actually pretty decently, so he showed you.
I guess he's making a small choke here, which is pretty smart.
Yeah.
He should be transferring probes right now.
Here's the hallucinated Phoenix that is so crucial. And is he actually going for drops? Is that what I'm seeing?
Let me not be a noob and open up my
production tab.
I
actually, yeah, that's drops. So, assuming he'll go for speed nets, if that's what he's gonna play.
Oh no, he's getting speed first, and
yeah, I just I'm too crazy. I don't even know what the symbols look like or the name.
That's quite noobish, but no, he's getting speed, which is necessary. Like you have to get speed to be able to scout the perk.
Definitely.
So that's definitely one of the key things, but we'll have to see if he does do some mass. He's obviously not doing the mass bailing.
We do see this push coming up, though, and he is making 6 roaches in response, but it doesn't look like RevDrk is going to push forward with it, which is extremely smart to do. Clear the Zelnaga tower, force the Zerg not to make drones, and doing that as a Protoss, is definitely beneficial. And this Zergling actually got into the base of RevDrk and then got picked off by drones.
And you should always try to keep your units active. So whether it's clearing the Zelnaga tower, or just keep the Zerg in the dark with what you're doing, really. So just keep moving your units around. Don't necessarily move them out of position where you can be counterattacked, but definitely just try to be active with them. So Zerg's not too happy with just sitting there running up.
I think RevDrk is doing a really good job at that because he's constantly moving. And if RevSanToki is not careful here, alright, champion. RevSanToki, you're a champion. You pulled back, get that concave.
No, honestly, right now, I think RevDrk should just kill some creep tumors and run away. I don't think he needs to be doing this.